Recently, I've had to come up with some ideas. Obviously for this, but also for films I want to make, designs, for posters, and photo ideas. But a couple days ago, I had a thought that just popped into my head. Maybe I should do the speech on coming up with ideas. Yes, it may sound weird, but coming up with ideas is a natural thing everyone has to do. In life, whether it be for school or for work, everyone has to come up with stuff. But sometimes it can be harder, and sometimes it can just come to you in the click of a finger. The first thing I find important when coming up with something is all your ideas might not be that great. But that's okay, because I've had hundreds of ideas that I write down, I pursue, and end up giving up on, which leads me into my next point. If your ideas don't have meaning and motivation, then a lot of the time you'll rather give up on it or get very, very bored. You should have motivation for something if you want to do it, otherwise it won't be very enjoyable. I have a whole notebook full of ideas for pieces of writing or films or even scripts. That some I went on with, but most of them I ended up not finishing because of lack of motivation or not pursuing at all. But this speech, this idea had meaning, and it had motivation, and it had a reason for writing it. You see, my point is that you have to have more than just, oh, I probably should do this. You shouldn't just come up with a speech because you have to. Yes, you might have to for school, but you should want to do your speech for one thing. But you should also have right and reason to pursue these kinds of things. You shouldn't be pressured by yourself into coming up with an idea. You should have a reason to. Like for this speech, my reason is I wanted to write it so I could tell you that motivation and creativity for ideas comes naturally and you shouldn't have to worry about it. And sometimes if you don't have a good idea and all the things that are coming to your mind are either not worth your time or are useless or have no motivation at all, you shouldn't feel pressured or guilty, and you should want to do it for more than just, I probably should. And remember, one of the best things to do in life is create.